Bro, I had to tell Zara where that was from.
Oh, you told me?
Oh, she told you?
No, you told me.
No, I told her yesterday. I told
Oh.
you about the Optimum Prime one.
Oh, yeah.
No, yesterday we were going across TikToks, and it was like, pintamos toda la casa. ¿Qué es eso? And then I was like, you know where that's from, right? And she just looked at me like, no. I'm like, what is everything that I ever show you from? And she's like, SpongeBob. And I'm like, yeah. So I clicked on the sound, and it showed like the Spanish version. I was like, this is the Spanish version, but originally it's the English one. And I showed her the English version. But point is, she never watched SpongeBob. Dude. It's fucking
Not
sad.
in Spanish? No?
Huh?
Not even in English?
No. I don't know what the fuck she was watching, but she doesn't understand any of my SpongeBob references, dude. Like, ever. It's like sad as fuck because I can't share those moments with her. I'm like, fuck. Ni me dolió. Sí me dolió. Sí me dolió.
She's divorced or qué? No.
I'm like, you right. Welcome everybody. God damn it. What's up everybody? Tú dilo.
Look. ¿Qué?
Yo.
¿Qué hice?
No, this is episode 97.
Yeah.
And then?
This is the year I was born. 1997.
Oh shit, hell yeah. ¿Es todo?
En un febrero. Cancel the day
15?
because... Cancel the day because...
No,
me,
16.
Me roban. Huh?
15. No, 13.
We'll never know.
It's one of those. Fuck, dude.
I was also born on Valentine's Day. Have I told that story?
No.
My mom was like, if he's born on Valentine's Day, the 14th, I'm going to call him Valentin. I'm pretty sure I heard that. I was like, ni mergas, no va a salir. Because I was supposed to die even. Like,
Huh?
¿Por
qué o qué?
Yeah, like, my mom had the contractions,
Mm-hmm.
but I was never, like, being born. Like, she felt the contractions on the 14th. But
you weren't coming out? Like, you were just staying in there? Oh, shit.
yeah, so the next day, my grandma was like, you gotta go to the doctor. And then, like, they checked her out, and she's like, well, it's a good thing you came. If not, like,
you would have died?
my lungs would have started working. And, like, I would have, like...
Oh, you would have started breathing?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So I had to induce her into labor.
Damn.
Now here I am paying bills. This shit sucks. Like,
you weren't, what's it called? A twin that ate the other one? They do
oh,
that, bro.
like Dwight?
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
I don't think I was. Did your mom... So, your name was supposed to be what?
Valentin.
If it was on Valentine's Day?
Valentin de la Sierra.
Damn. Valentin Estrada. That makes you sound real like señor, though. Like you can't be like little Valentin running around. Like, che Valenton, way. You know, like big motherfucker.
Bro.
Yeah. My mom says that my name was going to be Alejandro.
Like Fernandez?
Yeah, I guess.
Alejandro Ramirez.
De Ramirez. No, like she said that like that was originally like something she had picked out. But my dad named all of us, I think. Like I think he ended up...
Damn, your mom went through all this hard work, and then your dad's like, somewhat.
Yeah.
With a fucking stamp.
Yeah, dude. Just
Somewhat.
like, he's just like, you know?
Your mom's like,
yeah. That's all I remember. She said that. And then like my little sister, if it ended up being a boy, she said she was going to name him Jesus. So I would have had a Chewy in the family. I don't even know if we would call him Chewy, honestly. Because... how do you get that nickname? Like someone has to call you Chewy, no? Like for
well,
example,
now it's a common thing.
like when we found out that ¿cómo se llama? Chewy from Chewy Hernandez, the guitar player. His name is Jesse.
Right.
It's not even Jesus. So someone le dieron el nombre Chewy, and así se le quedó, and that's why it says.
Well,
Chewy
no in Mexicans they're probably like Jesse. Oh, pues Jesus. Oh, pues Chuy. You know. Like,
and then yeah, but I mean his name is Jesse. So I don't know. That's.
Well, there's no nickname for Jesse. It's only for like Mexican names.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like,
That's what I'm saying. They're like, no, pues Chuy.
Make it easier on everybody, I guess. But yeah, like my mom was gonna name her son, if it was a son, Jesus. Like, which it's a little weird. Like, so like I told you, like when I have a kid, like I want to have a kid whose name. Well, I told this to my wife. Like, I would like to have a kid that has a name that could be translated in both ways, because at the end of the day, they're gonna have grandparents that speak Spanish, so that means that to call them, they like none of my kids are gonna be named Novea because like what the hell is my mom gonna say like Nevea like
Nieve? Like,
yeah, and exactly. So then like Mexicans always find a way to give them like a nickname or something, like Lleve tráete la nieves, you know, or whatever.
La Neapolitana.
And then I have to be like, Dad, like, se llama Nevea. And he's like, yo puedo decir esa desmadre. So, like, I'm going to say whatever I'm going to say. And at that point, I can't do anything. Like, ya se le pegó el nombre. I mean, you know how it is. You know, like, once you have a name, like, you kind of stick there. You kind of, it stays there. So, I told them that my kid has to have a name that you can say for my grandparents, or like her or his grandparents or my parents can say comfortably. And then something that could very easily give like a nickname. Like I've always loved my name because it's like Samuel. I can say it's Samuel in English, like pretty good. And then white people will call me Sam or just plain Sammy like everybody else calls me. Like it very easily can turn into a nickname, Sam or Sammy. Okay. And then it's like Samuel or Samuel. And you can translate it both ways. Yours is kind of good that way too. Because Victor, do you know the origin of your name? Is it Russian?
That's Victor.
That's with the K? Victor?
Mine just mean, well, it just comes from the word like Victor, like Victor, like you're the victor, like the winner, champion.
Victor? Okay.
Yeah. But
like, because you can say Victor or you can say Victor, and it sounds
Victor,
good.
Yeah.
And you can make it into a nickname like, you know, like Vic. Like when you get older,
that's it.
Apparently it's I just talked to a guy in Mexico whose name is Victor. And it's with your middle name too. I don't know if you want me to put it out there.
Chocolate.
But he has the exact same name. And I told him like I was talking to him on WhatsApp and I said, oh no, pues gracias, Don Vic. And he was like, ¿Qué? And I was like, because I'm used to calling you Vic.
Like, the disrespect.
Yeah, and I was like, mi Vic, así le dije. And he was like, he's like, ¿qué dijiste? I'm like, oh, es que aquí tengo un amigo que se llama Víctor también. Yo le digo Vic. And he's like, oh, that's funny because like I have friends here in Mexico que también me dicen like Vic, nomás así, nomás Vic. And I was like, oh, okay, so like I thought he was gonna beat me up, dude. I was like,
he's like hangs up, he's like catching a flight. It's like, what is he?
Yeah, because I mean he's an older guy, so I don't know how they are, you know. So I just said like, no, pues gracias, Don. Because I usually think Don is like a way of showing some respect, you know.
Like saying Mister.
Yeah, like that's why like when Arturo Vargas was here, I would say like Don Arturo. And then he got like really offended. He was like, no, Sammy, quítale el don. And I'm like, okay, gracias, Don. I'm like, sorry. Like, so many times that I would keep like slipping with that. Like, just because as a sign of respect, I would say Don. I'm not going to say like, Señor, joven, you know, like I'm not going to say like Mister, you know, like. And it feels weird calling him Arturo, just straight up Arturo. What would you call him?
I called him Don.
Yeah, me too.
That's all I did. I was like, you can't. I know you don't like it, but it's
a sign of respect. It's just like
it's how you're raised. Like that's what we call older people, you know.
He's
older than me. That's what I was like, Don. You know.
Well, like even in this group, like I think from the very beginning, like I never called Don Luis or just Miguel.
I don't know, cause it's Don.
Yeah, they would tell us straight up. It was just Don Mike.
It's like seeing like if you had like fuck. I don't know what this situation came up. It's like if you had a white girlfriend.
A white girlfriend?
You call her that like Mr. Smith.
Yeah,
or,
it's
like that.
It's the same shit, yeah.
Like, Mr., you know.
Like you walk in like, what's up, Kenneth? Like
it's like, please call me Don. Like,
yeah. It just makes it weird. Like, it's just like a sign of respect, you know. I'm just saying. But yeah, I've always stood behind that. Like my kid, I already have my kids' names picked out, but I can't say them because then people are gonna steal them. People already use them too. Like I'll be like, fuck, like I should have had a kid years ago so that I could like take that name, because then they're gonna have a friend. I'll have a mutual friend or like a cousin that has the same name, and I'm like, damn, like they already took my.
Well, if
shit,
it's a common name, I mean, you can't help it.
Yeah, but like I said, like I like names that you can use both ways.
Probably call him Christian, huh?
Christian? No, I've never liked Christian.
Chris?
Which is derived from what? Like Christ, like Christian, right? But those are always like the baddest kids, bro. Like Christian?
Yeah.
They're always the baddest kids running around, gray teeth, you know, like
silver teeth.
Silver teeth. Did you have silver teeth?
I was a good kid.
Okay, good.
You not see my teeth, bro? Like,
Yeah, I did.
they don't fit.
Yeah, I never had silver teeth. What do you have to do in order to get silver teeth?
I think your parents just don't want to pay like you getting cavities. So that's when
Is that what that is?
teeth. Yeah, it's supposed to like protect your teeth like from like shit.
Like I never understood
That's what I
why you
thought they
get
were.
them. Because I always went and I would have cavities, but I mean they would drill into me, like zzz, with the drill.
Yeah, but I guess it's to not pay. Like if
Are you sure?
I think so. We
Is
can
that
look it up.
is that the health reason why kids have great teeth?
That's my thought.
Because like
It
why
makes
would
sense
you
if you're like if your kid's un desmadroso and you're like, you know what?
like your kid automatically has a grill at like 4 years old because he can't take care of his teeth? Like I don't understand. Like I never got to that point. Like, and I would eat bad. I would drink soda at night and
Of a silver tooth. Metal-based and steel crowns are often referred to as silver tooth crowns, which are metal crowns designed to cap teeth that are damaged, suffering from decay, or in need of protection after a dental procedure. I don't think that's right.
I don't know, bro. Because like kids had those.
Dental crowns act as a protective covering over the tooth, preventing chips, fractures, breakage, and future decay. Often, if a child has a large cavity of a baby tooth, a silver crown will be required to fix it to save the tooth. So yeah.
So that means that it's decaying at a faster rate. So in order to save it, para que no estés chimuelo.
Lo tapan.
Fuck. How bad you gotta fuck up that you gotta put one of those shits on?
Well, I mean, a lot of Mexican kids eat a lot of candy.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's all I would do. But I mean, how bad did it have to get?
Real
Unless
bad.
like I was just running around with like these cavities like open all the time and me valía madre and whatever. But like, I never had any.
You never had any? I thought you did.
No, I never had any great teeth. Or
Oh, silver teeth.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've had teeth before, like just regular teeth.
I don't know. I guess it's just, save money. Don't worry about the kid. Fuck the kid.
I don't know, bro. But point is, yeah, like that name Christian. I've had bad experiences with kids named Christian.
How little friends I were Christian, and they were bad. They're a good entertainment though.
I saw a tweet that was kind of like that. It was like, the class clowns really be risking their education to make us laugh? Like, and that's true. I mean, I used to think I was the funniest kid ever, and I would be like, but I mean, I would still do my work. I would still do my work though. There's like class clowns that don't do shit like at all, and they would just like sit there, make everybody laugh, but they were just like failing in life. I'm like, wait,
nah,
like,
mister.
yeah, and I'm like, do your work. Like you just gotta turn it in. Like right now that you're going through college, like you got to put in work. Like
College is different. You're paying for it.
True, but I mean, there's still people paying for it and they still fail because they'd rather party or do whatever. Like the whole, people say that some schools are like party schools. I'm like, no, like it's what you make it. Like
They're all party schools.
Exactly.
I've never been to a university or campus where they're like, hey, there's a party here, like at 9. You're like, Kyle. I'm like,
yeah, like every college is the same. Like some have a bigger reputation as far as like, oh, like this is a nicer campus or this is a campus where like, a lot of smart people go or whatever. But I mean, the parties and all of that stuff and the things that go on still happen regardless of what school you go to. Like you can mess up your college career really easily if you just decide to not pursue it in the right way. Like you can fuck up anywhere. It doesn't matter if you're going to a pristine Princeton, Yale, like MIT, like I'm sure there'll be a party there, and if you commit to doing that much more than your work, then obviously that just became a party school. And
right, they just care that you paid. They're not like,
yeah,
hey, you gotta do your work.
And college is more expensive now than when I went, and it was way more expensive when I went than when people in the 70s, 80s, or whatever.
Nah,
so
like, see, they pay like 2 cents for
hell yeah,
for,
bro.
like milk.
You just had to show up. Just show up like, oh yeah, I want a college education. Yeah, for sure, bro. You got $200. Like, chingon.
You know what? You don't gotta pay. It's cool.
Now you got like a $200 like breathing fee.
Parking permit.
Fuck yeah, parking permit.
Those
Parking was the worst.
Just
At
pay
my
for
school,
mine.
it was really bad.
Mine is 150
That's not bad. I paid like 100 and something, yeah, for my commuter pass.
for 1 semester.
1 semester? Damn, they fucking hate you. Mine was a year. And it was a little purple pass.
Culeros.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we're using like whatever you're paying to make more parking. And I'm like,
fuck no. I'm like, football team.
How about the
uniforms,
2K
bro.
that I pay for tuition? Ho. Like, what the fuck?
I'm like, all the sidewalks are so fucked up.
Oh, sí, güey.
Nah, man.
They're all bad. I'm like,
Shit is madre. Same people that are leading that are like the people building 35, bro. It's like,
yeah. It's on the way.
yeah, where's the money coming from, bro? Help.
Chisvatos.
No.
Do universities get state budget?
I'm not sure. They're public schools, so they're funded through students. No, I'm sure they get.
Because
like,
TCC, being a community college, they get like fund from the state.
oh, okay.
That's why TCC you gotta show up because they need your attendance so they can show like they have kids coming in.
I mean, that's at any school.
Not at UNT.
No. I'm talking about like elementary.
Okay,
it's
but I'm talking about
it's all
college.
with enrollment.
I'm talking about college stuff.
Yeah, but it's the same shit.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
So does universities do the same thing, or they just don't care?
Every year though, enrollment is up. At my old school at Texas State,
Oh, bro.
enrollment goes up. Yeah, like every year is the biggest freshman class of all time. Like it was the biggest when I went. The year after it was the biggest. The year after it was the biggest. So it's just like a constant thing. Yeah.
People are having more kids. Nah.
No, they're not. Nobody's having kids
It's a
now.
joke.
Man. Look at me, bro. I'm 27. I told this story in the van. I was like, with Paco, who helps us out in the mariachi, with him and his wife. They talked to us after the Vargas concert because we went to the Vargas concert. We and they invited us to go eat, so we went to go eat with them. And then it's Meli, who's Paco's wife, like was talking to us, and me and my wife were married, so she asked like, "Are you guys gonna have kids one day?" I'm like, "Yeah, like we want to, She's all like, "How old are you guys?" And we're like, "We're 27 right now." And she's like, "Oh, okay. Oh, you guys are still kind of young." She's like, "Yeah, I remember I had my kid at 26," and that shit put my life into perspective, bro.
Why?
Because when she was 26 and she got pregnant with her
Matias?
son, with Matias, when it was gonna have that kid, that made me think like, damn, like at the time, like me and Zara weren't even married yet. Like this was years ago. I was like 20. I forgot how old I was already. Don't ask me. I was like 22, 23, whatever age I was. So I was just thinking like, damn, like I used to think that she was a lot older for some reason.
Damn.
But like when she said she had her kid at 26, I was like, damn, like I'm 27 now. I'm older than she was when she had her kid, bro. Like all of that just kind of like made my head spin a little bit. I was like, damn, existential crisis right there.
Huh.
Yeah, bro. I was like, damn, I'm really out here. And then like my mom every once in a while would just throw hints. And it's not just him. Like también, like my wife's brother, like little brother, she's like they've talked about us having kids, and I'm just like, I think what my mom has said was like, she's like, pero no me trae like nietos, and I'm like, damn, like I'm sorry that we went to work, we went to college,
Like,
did
I'm
everything
sorry we're
right.
enjoying life. Dude.
Yeah, like we did everything right to get to this point, like where me and my wife were like good, but it takes a long time to get here, so then I like us for not being fuck ups are like, y los nietos, and I'm like, fuck, like mom, I tried like to be a good person,
Oh, you're supposed to have kids like at 22, bro.
Yeah,
21.
I mean it's true. Pues también, güey.
Don't do it. Nah.
Oh yeah, you're not. Yeah, you don't want.
Fuck the kids, bro. Nah. Just kidding.
Te los voy a prestar, güey.
Nah.
But when they're older, when they're less desmadre, when they're still kind of cute.
When I was cuidas, I'm like, chica tu papá. I'm like,
And then I'm gonna get home like, did you beat my son?
I'll do it
And
again.
yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go beat you. Like, ¿para qué me lo dejas?
No, like you're gonna beat him and be like, ¿le pegaste, güey? And you're like, sí, güey, porque andaba con un desmadre. I'm like, good. There you go.
Gracias.
Ya ves? Vic doesn't fuck around, bro. Like, no. Nah,
They'll punch you back. I'm just like,
yeah, stupid. And then my wife gets in there. Did Victor hit our kid? Like, no, yeah. Good. He'd probably be doing some stupid shit or something. Yeah. No, yeah, that got him.
But Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday was a good day.
I showed up from school.
You changed in your car
Again.
You took
I have a
video
whole
of it?
wardrobe in my car now.
Yeah.
I forgot to take my clothes out.
You could, if we had an OnlyFans, you could put that on there.
No,
There's like a little second where you just see you in your chones.
for real?
I think so,
You
right?
saw it?
Because you get out of the car to put on the pants. You know what I mean? Because that's what I do in my truck too. But I lay down first, and then I slide them all the way up, and then I get out, and then I just like adjust them. But I think you like straight up pull them up outside, right?
Yeah.
I thought I have
a choice. For real. They're like, damn, boy, spare some change. I'm like,
they're
wait.
like thickums.
I'm scared that like, I park as far as I can. But I from the restaurant.
From the restaurant.
But I have a fear, like, I don't know, someone eating. They're like, I get sneaky, like, you know.
Well, I mean, we have big windows at the restaurant, so
like his cheeks are just out. I'm like,
hey. Because if you look over, and then there's even a point in the video too of it's because like he made a video of like what are those videos called, like
time lapse, not
relapse, time lapse, and it makes like the video fast, like so it goes quick.
So you can do something for like 10 minutes and it puts it down to like 30 seconds and it's just really fast.
Yeah, and it just goes fast. There's a second there too where like your shirt is completely off.
Yeah.
So like I've had that moment in my truck too where I'm like, I just got my titties out and I'm like, damn, like it's just kind of scary. Like,
no, I get ready. Like I have the shirt, I take it out of the hanger and I have it like in a
position. I prepare it.
And I'm like,
yeah. I prep it too. Like I find the tag. I make sure the mangas are like out. I make sure it's not backwards and I leave it on the steering wheel. And I'm like, I start taking my shirt off like fast. I was like, no quiero que me vean, güey. So.
Like real quick, para que no se les antoje.
Man, I be doing a lot of stuff in my truck, like, cause I mean it's like your sanctuary, bro. Like your vehicle, like, right now, like I eat lunch in my car or my truck. So like I feel like it always smells funky in there. There's like McDonald's chicken, talk about like all these smells are like combining in there.
Like, ugh.
Yeah, like I'll walk in and I'm like, I don't remember eating panda. Why does it smell like panda?
I'm gonna get some panda.
Yeah. But it's just because like that's the area that I have to eat, so like I'll eat in there. But it's also like where I change. So like I wouldn't say my truck is a mess. I just think it's like cluttered because I'm always on the go. I always have like a traje or something in the back, or like a vihuela, or last week when you used my guitarrón. Like it's just full of shit all the time. But it's not like trash or nothing. The only thing that's always in there is like an energy drink. Like lately I've been having like a Red Bull or like a Monster, like an empty one because like I already chugged it or whatever, and it's just sitting there. But it's that or like recibos from like all the places I be going to, like all the receipts. It's like a graveyard. I'm just like, it's like gum wrappers because like I always like bunch them up and put them right there on the door. So like it's always the same stuff that I end up cleaning out of there. But there really is like my hub of everything. Like my vehicle. Man cave? Like I would think that like if you don't have like, I saw another tweet on Twitter or something like that. It was like the way the world works right now is like it's very hard to live without a car. You got to get everywhere you go to, like you need a car. Like you could take public transportation, but it's like, I mean, you're traveling to another city, like just to go to school. So I mean, at that point, you need a car. Like there's no way around it. Like with your traje, the guitarrón and everything, and like if an Uber picks you up to take you all the way over there, like you're gonna get to class like holding all this shit. Like it's just impossible almost right now. It's always
the money too.
It's
always the money too.
Oh hell yeah!
Get an Uber every day.
Every day, and
you ever ride the bus?
In school I did.
Like Texas State.
Yeah, like that's how I got around. Like my brother and my sister apparently they would just drive everywhere. I'm like, nah, hell no. The only time I would drive is if I had class after 6 because parking was free after that. Oh. So I would drive my car, to campus. But other than that, it was public transportation, and it does like humble you a little bit. Not humble you, but that's not the word I want to use. It holds you to a schedule, and it kind of makes you like realize like how much you have to like plan out your days, because like I mean, I had to wake up like a certain time to get to the bus so that the bus can get to school so I can get to class on time. Like were there times that I would wake up like way late? Hell yeah, like yeah. I would wake up and like class is at 11 and it's like 11:45 and I would just wake up like, fuck, I fucked up. And then just like go back to sleep.
Yeah, might as well.
Because I mean, there's nothing you could do at that point. I mean, like college is a lot more spaced out. Like, I would have classes at 11 and then my next class is until like 4 or something, so I would just stay home, fall back asleep and then wake up like at 3 and I'm like, fuck the bus. And then just like get up like. Yeah, dude. I was as much as I'm a mess right now, I think I'm, if not the same, but worse now. I'm the same. I'm a mess. When you showed up, I was asleep for today's episode. I just heard the doorbell like.
I rang it like 3 times.
Did you? I only heard.
I knew you were
once.
asleep. That's why I was like, una, dos, tres.
I only heard the last one.
So that should do. Yeah, I guess I was right.
And like lately, like I'm not supposed to sleep on my back because if I sleep on my back, apparently I'll start choking.
Yeah,
because of my snoring.
I've heard that.
So then,
just güey.
I wake up like right now when I wake up and I have a headache. It's because of that. It's because I'm literally dying, I think. So like I'll wake up like. So then I was like, right now when I heard the doorbell, I was like, "Ay, wait, like it's este vato," and I looked at my. I had put an alarm. I guess I just didn't wake up.
Slept through it.
I slept through it. Yeah, I'm trash. I'm big trash. Yeah.
No, yeah. Cause one time I stayed at your place. While your mom's with you.
Oh, this is a long time ago.
Yeah.
Was it for like Dia de la Virgen?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
She was fantastic because you're very constant, right? It's like.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like. I'm like, oh, that cabrón. Like, I was about to give you CPR, bro. Like, I was gonna be like.
Were you sleeping on the little couch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in my room. Yeah.
No, I just went. I was ready to be like.
Well, yeah, that's what my wife like. I didn't know that until like my wife like kind of told me that we would sleep together and she would tell me that. I'm like, damn, I'm low key dying. Like during it's called. I think I just need to go get diagnosed for it, honestly. But it's called sleep apnea, and it's like where your passage.
Well, I think that's a symptom, but like you probably have like I think you say your jaw pops, so probably like look at it.
Yeah, there's something wrong with I think there are many things wrong with me. I mean, I'm like it's the Andy from Parks and Rec. It's like, anything wrong with you? It's like, I don't know. It's like, well, when I look at things that are far away, they're kind of fuzzy. Like,
yeah.
He's like, I don't know. I broke my thumb on the way here.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Just fix me, bro.
Maybe go to the doctor. Yeah, I had my chest X-ray. It's like some guy looked at my like crotch. He's like, he wasn't even a doctor.
Oh yeah.
He's like, yeah. What?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I need to start going to the doctor, man. Straight up.
I get the chicken.
Anyway, how do we get here? Oh, so you were changing outside of Seafood Shack. I got there relatively on time. We had did we have anybody help us? I forgot.
Flaco?
No.
Violence. It was Boy and his dad. Cause it was also.
So it's only 6 of us.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well.
So we need, bro.
Yeah, I mean we could make it work with them. Oh, John was there.
Yeah, John was
guitar.
There. I was like, we're missing something.
Yeah. So he went, helped on guitar. Talon was all right. We played basically till the end of the night. Right? They cut us off. Yeah, they cut us off. Yeah.
She gave me like Arturo. I'm like, oh, 5 más.
Yeah, the manager just cuts us off around 10:30. We played for randoms. People were actually there was a couple in the corner that kept asking for songs.
We have like a new generation of like clients.
Yeah.
They're like like they discovered us and they're like, hey, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how that happens. Yeah. Like 1 week, viene alguien and you can tell they like really enjoyed it, and then they just come back next week and it's the same shit.
They tell their friends and they're like, yeah, this is fun. And then next week they're like, okay, hold up. Like,
are you talking about the guy that was with the Rangers hat?
Sure.
That guy came back, but he didn't ask for any songs this time because we didn't get to him. He ended up leaving.
Yeah.
And then we went to the outside. There was this other guy that had been coming like real seguido, like every week, and then he stopped coming. Vino otra vez. We played Mañanitas for his mom? On FaceTime?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he paid us money for that. I was like, all right, cool. But I mean, Siwishai was fine. Like it wasn't the greatest time. Like I wasn't having like loads of fun or anything, but it was alright. I guess you could say. I mean, can you think of anything else? Finished on time. We went home.
Had a good old time.
I bought a Monster on my way back.
What?
Like I want to, you know how we were outside of there? I pulled around to the 7-Eleven and I bought a Monster. And a brownie.
To go home?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I've been having like big cravings for Monster lately. I don't know. Like
Monster's good.
it's good. Like it's really good. Like
It's all the sugar.
It's all the sugar. Yeah. Because I mean, I've tried the blue one, the low carb version. Because I don't like the 0 calorie ones, like the ones that got the weird cans. I've tried those and I don't like them. So I'll drink the blue one. That's the low carb version. It has 25 calories. No, 35 for the big one. And it tastes the most like the regular Monster, but it's not the same. So, I mean, like, lately I've just been having this huge craving for Monster. I don't know what it is.
Eso es malo, güey.
Sí, güey.
At night, bro, drinking
At night, we finished, I left like at what, 11? Y me vine para acá, para la casa. Acá estaba like,
for real?
No,
what time did you go to sleep?
I mean, like normal. 1, 2 in the morning. That's normal for me, man.
No manches, güey. Eso es malo, güey.
Sí, güey. And then I bought a brownie. And me and my wife shared it. It was kind of cute. I gave half of everything I eat. Like I ended up giving it to my wife. That's just how it is. Like in marriage, like not because you have to, but it's like I go to the store and I think of her and I'm like, she would like this. I would like this. We will share it. Like that's like what your thought process is like.
And then she's like, "Why would you give me this?" Like,
yeah.
I hate brownies. Like, what?
Oh, that's the thing. Like if I buy something and then I don't buy her something, it's like, damn, you didn't give me one. It's like. You already know that is there, so that's why you just get one. Like that's how you think automatically. Like, I'm gonna get you some. You know what I'm saying? Like Hachiros. She doesn't like Monster. I used to buy her Snapples all the time.
My girl just wants my food. Like I'll buy her thing, and then she's like, "Yeah, but anyways."
I've never experienced that.
I'm like, makes me so mad.
That's why I like buy her own shit.
Pobre, way, so I'm like, you can't take like my food, you know?
Yeah. It's like you stab her with your fork. Like,
pretty much. Like I'll like sword fight her with my fork. I'm like, can we come?
No, yeah, I've never experienced that. I guess you fit that stereotype of like where the girl wants like your food only.
I'm like Joey. I'm like, it's my food. Like,
yeah, I don't. Joey doesn't share food.
yeah.
Nah. We had Thursday, Friday. We had our Friday planta. Good times. It's not as hot. Because like I feel like the weather. Did you notice yesterday? It's just like 60 outside right now. I was like,
this morning was like 64.
Yeah, when I left this morning, I mean, I left like at 7:30 in the morning, so it was like cool and fresh. I was like, what the fuck? It's changing,
it's coming.
Bro. Hell yeah. So when I walked outside, it was cool. But at Burros, it's not exactly that hot like it had been like the last couple of weeks. So I feel like it little by little se está calmando, which is good. I mean, we're in mid-September right now, so it's getting there, you know. Friday was a big time, or not a big time. There was a huge event going down in Arlington, which is in neighbors Grapevine a little bit, maybe like 30 minutes away. Bad Bunny was at, yeah. Bad Bunny.
Which one of our longtime members went to go see?
Boyo went to go watch Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Because we showed up and we're like, where's Boyo? And we're all like...
Arturo's like, I don't fucking know.
yeah, he didn't
He's like, I stopped asking.
I don't know if he gave him the reason or whatever, but we were just like... It's because, honestly, like, I knew Bad Bunny was here because, like, everybody and their mom was going to that concert. Like, I told you... Went. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, did her mom go? I'm like, everybody and their mom. But I was telling you, I was like, bro, Northside Class of 2013 is representing, bro. Like, everybody that I have on my social medias was like there, you know. They all had like the outfits. The girls had like the thing.
Fernando was there?
Yeah, my bro, Fernando was there. I'm like, who wasn't there, bro? Well, apparently us, you know. Yeah. I was like, ¿por qué van a Bad Bunny, güey? Si nosotros no sabemos todas, güey.
Oh, you know who was also here? Aida Cuevas for 3 days.
I didn't know that.
I was like, no one fucking told me that. And everybody went to watch her. Like,
was she there on Sunday?
Yeah.
That's when you could have gone.
No.
Or when would you have gone? Friday?
Never.
No, when would you?
Oh, I would have gone on Friday, probably.
You would have missed Burros, bro?
Yeah.
Gone to watch Aida Cuevas and not Bad Bunny, bro? Damn. It's fucked up.
That's the best part. That's the best part.
Well, we were talking about this. I was like, I didn't see any promo or anything like that.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's poor marketing of them.
Like. Yeah, and then Saul said that the only reason he knew that she was there was because of he was getting like ads on Instagram. But that's the only thing. And I didn't even know until, like I said, yeah, because it was her with like a whole orchestra or symphony or
There was a
something.
mariachi there too, though.
No, yeah. But I'm saying like they had like more than
symphonico.
just her and a mariachi. You know? No, I don't know.
I saw a lot of people going. I'm like, y'all knew, like,
Yeah.
how'd y'all know, like,
yeah, because
even people from Burros went, como este Sal. Hey,
Oh, really?
Luz, they went,
and
apparently.
they still went to Burros afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
No, like, well, I don't know, because I know Arturo said like they were going. I don't know if they went on Friday,
I don't know.
but they did show up, kind of like classy on Friday.
Mm.
Cause he was wearing like a blue vest or some shit.
Was
like como si tuviera como saco. He just took it off.
Oh, then maybe. Well, I mean, we had the after party, if anything.
Yeah.
Burros was like the after party to the Aida Cuevas and Bad Bunny concert.
Except
Did anybody show up? No, not really. Cause like we were like, dude, even like returning clients aren't here. I was like, dude, they're all fucking at Bad Bunny right now.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah, he like took over the Metroplex. It was crazy. It was funny because I had seen a video of Grupo Firm Group. They had put when they went to Houston. They were talking about that they had their concert the day after Bad Bunny's, so that they were worried because they were like, nah, ya valimos madre, you know, like because Bad Bunny's here, like nobody's gonna come to our concert. I was like, that's what we felt like. At Burros, like, damn, bro, like nobody's
even
here.
to one of our members, bro. Like,
yeah, dude. Se llevaron al bollo, güey, like, valió madre, güey. But all I could see was like people there. I mean, I skipped through a lot of stories that day on Friday, which was like, like chinga, güey.
But we're glad you had a good time.
Yeah, we're glad, right? Like, no. We're glad you had a grand time with con Benito, güey. Te lo hubieras traído, güey.
Con Benito el conejito.
Sí, güey, me lo hubiera traído al Burros, güey. He would have been like, todo pedo, güey. Burros, güey.
Fuck.
He's like, sí, va tu mamá. He's just like singing along. I'm like,
I'm gonna say it.
Échale Benito. Nah, so we had Burros. It was a grand time. We played talón till basically the end of the night. When we were playing, what happened? A lot of like the people that were there, they were like new people. Nobody that we really recognized, as far as I know. Maybe like one table.
They were like, a ver qué.
Yeah, and that's like you said. Like people show up and they're like discovering us, and they're like, "Oh, okay, well, we might see them next week." But these were like new people and stuff like that. Would you have gone to see Aida Cuevas in? Yeah. I don't know too much of her music, honestly.
She's really good.
Yeah,
I like her.
That's what you guys said, that she would. Even though Mike, it's funny because like the
Mike has like a crush on her.
Yeah, I noticed that.
He's like, yeah, que chulada, Mike.
Yeah, like he was talking about her in like the 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, because as soon as we said that he was here, like he does this thing where he gets really fixated on something, and like he brought up his phone and started watching all these like old videos, and he'll be like, like on full like the brightness all the way up. He's like, mira. He's like,
Yeah.
He's like, Aida Cuevas está en los 80s con quién sabe qué. And I'm like, no, pues chingón, you know? Like, but he gets really into it or whatever. You said that you had interacted with her before, no? In
okay.
College?
So, as you know, UTRGV has this, what is it?
It's like a mariachi conference.
Conference, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I like that conference a lot, because it's like small, like kind of local, but they bring in good groups. Like they brought Aida Cuevas the time that I was there. They brought Camperos, and that's it.
They brought the year I went, they brought Sol.
Oh yeah, I was there too.
And then obviously RG the Mariachi Aslan from their place too.
Yeah, which
and
is
at the time
show.
they were like stacked. I mean,
yeah,
everybody that was in that group is like now either an educator or a professional mariachi
yeah.
or like, you know, they had good groups.
Yeah. So, she was sick the day of that. That's what's amazing about her too. Like she was sick that day of that she had to sing. It cantó like chingonisísimo. Like,
shit.
Like it really shows how like yeah. But before that, she asked me. She was like, "Oye, my throat really hurts. Me puedes traer un té de chamomile?"
Why did she ask you?
I don't know.
Like, why you specifically?
That's true.
Because you're like just a student.
I think
right?
I think it was just because I was there, and she knew I was part of like the program, so she was probably like, "Hey, like me haces el paro, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, sí. I mean, it's Aida Cuevas, right?
Yeah, you're like.
So I'm just kind of like, okay, un té de chamomile. ¿Qué es eso? You know, like.
¿Dónde lo compro?
Yeah. I was just
You
like.
bring her like a sweet tea.
Yeah.
From Whataburger.
From across the street. I'm just like.
Me querías té, ¿verdad? Okay, sweet tea. Like, I brought you unsweet too. Like.
I can't remember exactly why. I just remember she was like, hey, can you bring this? You know, like, and I'm like, ¿de dónde? She's like, oh, pues de Starbucks o algo. And I'm like,
oh, I was gonna say like Starbucks.
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah.
So she was like, yeah, con leche or some shit. Point is, I was like very scared because I didn't want to fuck it up, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. Té de chamomile, whatever the fuck that is.
Whatever that is. Honestly, I only just recently found out.
It's manzanilla, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, no me diga eso, señor. Like, you know, like.
Es soda. Oh, yeah. That's funny.
And yeah, I went to go get it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who I went with? Se me pegó Jesse. The guitar player, Pineda. He was there. Yeah, he was there.
The fuck was he doing there?
I don't know, but I remember, like, I guess he wanted to help Aida too. So he was like, yeah, I'll go with you, bro. And I'm like, okay. I think this is a one-person job, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
so we went to Starbucks, bro. And sure enough, I'm like this idiot at Starbucks, you know. And I'm like, can I get a chamomile tea with media docena de no sé qué?
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, sure, you know, $10. I'm like, God damn, okay.
Like, fucking tea.
I mean, it wasn't 10, but I bet it was expensive, whatever it was.
No, yeah, for sure.
And I even think about something for Jesse, I think. I was like, ¿tú quieres algo? He's like, nah, pues, X cosa. Anyways,
yeah.
we're coming back.
That's what he went for.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to get something. I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah. And I'm coming back, you know, it's at the PAC, which is like the Performing Arts Center. Yeah.
Performing Center? Yeah.
And I go to her room, and I knocked, okay? And I'm like, you know, whatever. I'm like, señor, you know, whatever. Like, and I no escuché nada. No se escuchó nada.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm being clear. No se escuchó nada. I knocked 3 times. No escuchó nada. So I'm like, okay, whatever. What's going on? I open the door, start opening it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just feel this force push back on it. And like close on my face. And she's like, no, es que no tengo blusa. Like, estoy desnuda or whatever. I'm like, and I heard that she sounded loud because I remember Treviño's wife. I think you've seen her. La mamá de Minity.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She was like in a corner, kind of like talking to someone else, and she heard that, and she's just like, "Are you being a pervert, bro?" Like, you know. And I'm like, "Oh,
you said it all loud."
Yeah.
You know?
So I'm like, "Oh, disculpe, you know, es que like toqué," and she's like, "No, está bien, está bien." I'm like, "Bueno, aquí está usted." Muchas gracias, mijo, quién sabe qué. And I'm like, "No sé nada." Like, you know, déjame pongo mi blusa para abrirte, and I'm like. Can it peek? No. But I was just like, no, está bien, you know.
Hey, what's all that movement back there?
Bro, me respeto, güey. No.
Do it. You were the one that was like trying to.
No,
like,
te pasas de verga. No, eso no se dice, güey.
You're like, I got the tea.
That's my embarrassing story of how I almost saw Aida Cuevas shirtless, I guess.
Yeah.
I hope she never sees this. I'm so sorry.
You were like Kelso in that 70s
Oops, sorry.
Oops, sorry. It's like, well, damn, Donna. Well, maybe you just showed me I'd stop. Like,
and then just like,
they're beautiful.
Then I faint. I'm like,
yeah. That's
or like,
funny,
Mr. Roshi, I get a nosebleed.
That's just funny because it's like, why did she ask you? And then like, I told you that it reminded me of like the if you haven't seen The Office, but like Michael Scott, where like Pam knocks on the door and he says, "Oh yeah, come in," and like she opens it and his dick's out. He's like, "No." He's like, "You told me to come in." Like
he's like, "No, I didn't."
He's like, "Yeah, you did. You said come in." Like, no, why would I do that? Like I'm changing. Why are you changing at work? He's like, why was your shirt off? Like what are you doing in there, bro? Like,
yeah. But yeah, that's my embarrassing story.
That's funny. And at the time, what, you're like 18, 19 probably?
Yeah, I was like 19, 20. No, yeah, 18.
Damn, that's chiquillo. That's todo chiquillo.
Bro.
Todo mequillo. That's
to this day?
To this day. But yeah, I mean, that's cool. Next day, we played at, we went to Princeton, which was like super far for us.
It was the middle of nowhere. I remember like, the road there was like, If you're not going like side to side, you're going up and down.
Oh yeah, we're like pinche
roller
coaster.
María, like I feel like a little bit queasy.
Y ahorita que estamos en la van prestada, you know, like, you know, if you haven't heard, you know, like our van died.
You know, you got a cow. So now every time we're like in the boonies, which is Prospect.
No way, Princeton.
Chill. I was like, hey Arturo, aquí hay vacas, güey. Like abusado.
Todo culero, like Arturo, Che Victor won't let like Arturo forget it, bro. Like as soon as he sees a cow, he's like, hey, una vaca, güey, una vaca.
Bro, like, I was there. Aquí una vaca. Esa es negra, no se ve. Like,
and they're all like behind like fences and shit. I'm like, wait, no mames, güey.
I was like, ¿qué, güey, chiculero? Like,
yeah, dude.
Oh, apparently we found out that because Don Luis was the one driving, right?
Yeah, Don Luis is the driver.
He's the one that hit it.
Yeah.
So apparently, since they made a report of the whole incident, the cop was testing Don Luis to see if he was drunk.
Yeah, he did a sobriety test on Don Luis, which Don Luis like never drinks. You know, I mean, he does every once in a while, but like it's like super rare. But like this is after Seafood Shack. He didn't drink anything. Like, you know, he was just driving home like always. There just happened to be a fucking cow in the middle of the road, and boom, you know. Yeah. So he was talking to us about it.
Yeah, because there was a Seafood Shack.
Seafood Shack.
And he scared me because he just had come from like Mexico, which he left for again. And he, like I told him hi. He's like, no, bienvenido, you know. And he's like, no, Victor, es que me están buscando. And I'm like, no mames, Don Luis, ¿qué hizo? You know, like what'd you do, bro? And like it got real serious real quick because like when you grab your shoulder like this,
he does that. Like his voice is like low too, so like you don't know if he's being serious. Yeah.
It's like, no, es que me están buscando porque maté a la vaca. Y pues no. And I'm like, nah, Don Luis, you know, like.
He's like, me dicen el asesino. Me anda buscando la ley. Fuck.
Por matar una vaca.
The cow's family is like, we're gonna get him, bro. Like,
bro. O sea, es prófugo de la justicia. Like,
sí, güey.
He's like most wanted right now. Just like
cow's most wanted.
Yeah. It's like dead or alive.
Yeah, he was talking to us about his like they made him do a sobriety test, and he was all like, that's just hard because I mean they make you walk the straight line.
Yeah.
And he said on the turn like eso estaba cayendo.
Well, he said he was dazed because I mean he did just hit something.
He hit a fucking cow. Yeah. And like you're like it's like a whole ass wreck. I would think, dude, I could. I mean with the adrenaline and everything, dude. I'd be doing flips, you know, like falling down. Like I'm like, bro, like I'm nervous. Yeah. And then the cops over here like basically blaming you on maybe saying you're drunk, like, you know. Yeah. So I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm nervous as hell, bro. Like I'm sorry.
So
like,
apparently he was like fucking up, but the cop was like, nah, you're good. Like
I'm like, wait, no, lo estás espantando pa nada. Like Don Luis over here, like whole ass deacon, like he's like, que Dios te bendiga, and he's like, let's go, buddy. Like he puts the cuffs on him, like get in the car, like. No. That's crazy, bro. No, anyway, so we went to Princeton, super far. We played at this wedding, which was supposed to start at 5:30.
Yeah.
And we got there like at 5:15 or something. We had already set up. We were waiting. And when we walked in, you remember the La novia was coming in.
Yeah,
she was making her entrance, like, cause it wasn't a wedding like at a church or anything. It was a wedding at the venue, so it was a civil wedding. So it was like mine, where it's just like you bring a pastor or a minister, and all they have to do, like, if you guys don't know what the marriage process is like, you go to the courthouse, you get a marriage certificate or a license, and in order to be officially married in the county or wherever it is that you're getting married, you have to sign it. But then also a minister signs it. So like really you could just, in order to get married, you don't have to do a whole ceremony. You could just show up somewhere, and the minister will be like, do you take so and so to be your wife? Do you take so and so to be your husband? And he or she just signs, and that's like an official, it's like a notary. Like she just,
I was gonna say it's like a notarized.
Yeah, so like when we walked in, she was walking in because they were gonna do the little ceremony there at the salon. So
me and Nobody were about to fuck that up.
Did you walk into the
we're about to.
Yeah.
Like, because we saw the cameras and the people were like, skirt. And then Don Mike looked at me, he's like, por aquí no, ¿verdad? And I'm like, I was saying, nah, let's do it. But I was like, I saw them walking and I'm like, okay, no, let's go around.
Yeah, let's go around.
We'll fuck this up. Like, it's like this beautiful picture, right?
Yeah.
And then like those charritos with like 2 boxes.
And it's funny because like we look really awkward when we walk in anywhere. Like we don't look all macho, like chingon with our instruments or nothing. It's like literally us all bent over, like trying to push these speakers and the board. Anytime, like, because Mike is always the one that like willingly always takes the one that's the hardest one.
He doesn't let us help.
No, he doesn't.
Well, back then I was just telling him like, no, pues me espera, and then like we'll take it together.
Yeah.
But like I'll be helping Arturo taking down like the main box, and then Don Mike's about like
yeah.
he's already
at the door. Yeah. He's already like holding the door, holding the speakers, holding his trumpet. He's like struggling, and I'm like, bro, like we could help.
Yeah.
Like this isn't on. And then and like I said, like the little cart where we put all the speakers and shit. We always like joke around where like esta necesita alineada, like it needs an alignment because that shit like just veers off to the right, especially when you fill it up with a bunch of shit. So like when he's by himself, like I said, like anytime you see us walk into like a venue, like we're looking all stupid because we're trying to like keep all this shit together, you know. So like when we walked in, the wife was coming in for her little ceremony or whatever. So I was already like, oh fuck, we're gonna be late or whatever the fuck, you know. We started like to set up everything, and I don't remember if the husband was already there or what. But point is, after a while, they were just sitting there, and then all their guests were just sitting there, and they kept playing the fucking. Oh yeah, 4,000. That song, they just kept it on a loop. That one and some other one. I can't help falling in love with you. Like they were just looping these songs. So like for the first 2 or 3 times, I was just thinking like they were waiting on somebody or something, or maybe they just paused everything. But it took like, I don't know how long, but like it was like a 15-20 minute like pause. Like we were just waiting. We're like, what the fuck are we waiting on? Like, we were just all sitting there, like, waiting, like, what the hell do we do? Because our contract, I guess, starts at 5:30, so we're like, what do we do? So we just sat there. And then we found out later, I think they were waiting for the pastor.
Yeah.
Like, the person that's supposed to marry them. He didn't walk in till, like, right on time, I think, or some shit like that.
Like, at 5:30, I think.
Yeah. Which I told you, I was like, he's probably thinking like, bien puntuales, cabrón. It's like, I said 5:30, and like, you guys are like ready at 5:30. Bro. So now I'm the fuck up. Like the minister, I was like, damn, like I fucked up. Because he walked in, like real nonchalant, like everybody's sitting there waiting for him, you know. He had like a little speaker so he could talk, you know, he was setting that shit up.
Oh, he also used it for music.
Yeah, and for music, like, he was setting the tone a little bit, right? He was playing like music on there.
Yeah.
He had an iPad and like un libro, like una Biblia or whatever it is that he was doing. And he had like a whole and I was telling you guys, I was like, this shit's gonna last like 10 minutes tops, like because that's how mine was. Like I paid the lady that came out for us was like super nice, but like the ceremony was literally only like 10 minutes. Yeah, she was just like, so this represents love, and do you take so and so to be your husband? And I'm like, yeah. And then, yeah. She, literally. She was like, all right, like, but the power invested in me, like, man and wife, like, sign this, kiss, like, my money, please. Like, it was that fast. It was
all right, picture. All right.
Yeah, like, let's get out of here. Yeah. So then, I'm like totally exaggerating. She was a nice lady, but point is, I thought that's what this was gonna be, but this pastor gave like a whole, like, almost like a eulogy, bro. Like that shit was long. And you were saying that.
Oh yeah, me and Arturo were paying attention.
Cause you guys stood up.
Just watching.
I was standing there for a while. I was like, "This is getting tiring. I'm tired." So I sat down, which was my first mistake. But you guys stayed standing up, and
we just listened to this guy. This guy's like, he was earning his money, you know.
Yeah, earn that paycheck.
Cause he's just like, whatever this. Oh, he's like, bienvenidos a esta ceremonia. Gracias a todos por venir. Guys like, cabrón, yeah, like, you know.
Like, he was really dragging it out. Like I told you, it felt like he was writing an essay because you said he was saying the same shit.
Oh yeah, like
over and over again.
Like se me pega más, and it's because me and Arturo had the same reaction.
Yeah.
Because he's like, estamos aquí con los invitados que vinieron, que están aquí. Y mi Arturo like, what the fuck? Like, ¿qué, güey?
It was like he was filling in an essay. Yeah. Like, that you were just trying to write as many words as you can, you know, like, to fill up that word count.
Like, I think we were more like, era por morbo, you know, like, a ver qué mamada vas a decir, you know, just kind of.
Yeah.
Like, and the whole time, it's just like, This could have been like you said, like 10 minutes, but he
Yeah.
just keeps saying like all this thing.
He kept dragging it
He
out.
called
yeah.
them like husband and wife like 3 times, so they kissed like 3 times.
Yeah.
The last time they made out like hard, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
they're like,
yeah, there was tongue. There was tongue in there,
yeah, dude.
and I was like, damn.
Hasta me prendí. I was
I
like,
felt something. I was like,
I
damn.
felt something. Ya casi me casaba con él. güey.
Yeah. I said
No.
acepto, güey. I was like,
Sí,
oh,
I
you
do-
know what he did too?
the pastor guy?
Yeah, I hadn't seen it in a while, but he's like, if there's someone that wishes to stop this ceremony,
yeah,
like,
he said that.
que hable ahora o cae para siempre.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hoy en ese silencio. I'm like, no mames, güey. Like,
He's like, yeah, he was basically saying, like, since it was quiet, like, you guys are on the right track. Like, nobody stopped me.
yeah, that
was
shit
like-
reminded me of Shrek the whole time. Like,
Really?
when he married Fiona, when Fiona was gonna marry Lord Farquaad,
yeah.
he's like, yo me apongo. Well, I saw it in
In
Spanish.
Spanish.
But, like, you know, or I guess he said, like, I object or some shit.
yeah, like, I object.
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah.
That's just wild.
It was just a very, like, dude, and it was funny because, like, y'all were paying attention or whatever. But, like, his voice was, like,
Sí, me dio un bajón. when I heard it.
yeah, like we got there, like, you know, I had drank that Monster. Saul had given me like the big Monster. I'd asked him if he could buy me one, and he got me the big one, the one with the like the cap. And I was
Pero
like, wait, no
chingón.
mames, güey. He's like, that's the only one I could see. I was like, what? Like, un chingo, güey.
Yeah.
But he got me the big one, so I drank it, and then like honestly, it's just a placebo for me because it doesn't do shit. So like when I got to the gig, like we got ready, you know, I had my vihuela, I had already tuned it, I was ready to go. But since like like you said, like me dio un bajón, like I was just sitting there like watching and listening, and I was just like,
No,
like,
sí.
I was falling asleep, dude. Like I felt for the couple because I was like, dude, he's just saying a bunch of shit. And I'm like, if I was tired, ya me hubiera dormido, güey. Si fuera mi wedding, I would have been like, do you take?
Acepto. She's like, I do. ¿Qué?
Sí.
Wait, what?
¿Qué preguntó? Dígame otra vez, por favor. No, it was just rough. We finished, ended up, and like I said, they made out like their 3 times or whatever, and then that's when we finally started. Está bien apagada la fiesta, güey.
Well, it was beginning. Apenas está comenzando.
Yeah, that's what
More
sucks
people
about
were getting there.
they had like a buffet, so people behind us were going, and you were like starving.
I was starving.
You hadn't eaten or some shit,
No,
so
I
like,
ate. She's in the
¿Tenías
morning.
hambre?
En la
Yeah.
mañana. So
and
after
you could smell all the food behind us. So I was like, I wasn't like super hungry, honestly, but I mean, I could eat shit. I don't give a fuck, you know. But it was very distracting, I guess you could say. Everybody walking by you with like nachos and shit and meat, and you're just sitting there like, damn, you quiero la galleta. But we played. It was 2 hours? No.
Well, we played an hour and a half, I think. Porque
Oh, yeah,
El pastor
well-
se comió como 30 minutos.
Yeah, I mean that pasture knocked into our time a little bit. We didn't start till like 6 something. But we played what was supposed to be 2 hours. We got out of there. We only had 3 hours total. We got out of there. We went to Fort Worth.
We're in my hood.
No. Where did we play?
By downtown. By my hood.
See?
Yeah, that place is like 5 minutes from a place. House.
Oh, yeah. The place over there by the river.
Hey.
I kept telling you that it was by Papacitos, bro.
But I don't get there from Papacitos.
I do. Every time I've gone
How?
to there. Like, I go to university, and then I take a left and go this way.
Why not just take 30 and then Henderson?
Well, the only times I've gone there is coming from the freeways.
That's what I'm saying. Why not take 30 and then Henderson and then...
I don't take Henderson. You can get off right there directly onto... What road is that?
Oh.
I forgot what it... But
Forest Park.
whatever it is. Yeah. That's the way I came. Or I'll come from the other side for some reason.
Or just take Main and then like...
Not that way. Oh, yeah. Well, you live in Northside. Yeah. So, anyway, we played at this venue we've gone a couple times before here in Fort Worth. We played for a 15.
Yeah.
We walked in, it looked like we were playing at prom. Everybody was dancing to dance to the left, dance to the right, crisscross. So they were dancing to like those dance songs, and like they were all like niños way. I mean, it's a 15, you know, so it's probably like the friends of the girl they're all like 14, 15.
You would hope
16.
so, right? Like,
Yeah.
so puros pelados are like...
Yeah, so they were dancing to all that stuff. We came in and started playing La Negra or whatever, and
We were playing for the tias, basically.
Yeah, we were playing more for her Mexican side, obviously, like because I mean it was a lot of güeritos there, so I was like, okay, so like we're playing for like the Mexican crowd now, you know. And like yeah, the tias got into it because they were singing a lot to a lot of the songs.
Yeah.
And like se prendieron mucho, like everybody whenever we started playing like the cumbias, everybody got up, started dancing, and it was a good vibe. They were into it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that I don't know if it was, might have been like her boyfriend, maybe it was just a guy that was the
Chambelán
de honor, yeah. But I don't know. Point is, he came up to dance Mexico Lindo y Querido.
Yeah.
He like picked up the quinceañera and said, you know, like let's go dance. Which, first of all, that's not the song you dance to. The thing I was telling you was on the ranchera part, like un, dos, tres, un, on the waltz or whatever. We were playing that part, and he couldn't dance to that. So then Mexico Lindo y Querido goes into like the ranchera polqueada, you know, un, so like I was already like, oh fuck, like he's gonna real fuck up, you know. And then like we went to the wapango part, so it's like he was lost the whole time. He was just like.
It's a nice gesture, though, you know.
Nice.
He tried his best.
He tried something.
Déjalo,
Not possible. But was it sad to see? Yeah,
a little bit.
It was a little sad to see. Okay.
It was a little cringe.
It was a little cringe. It's just because like nothing was on beat. I was like, wait, like just follow the bass or just follow the time signature. Just find like just kind of find your rhythm. But now wait, it's like those couples that dance like even Mexicanos do this. Like Mexicanos when they'll be dancing to like something that's in 3/4, un, dos, tres, and they'll be dancing like super fast. And I'm like, what makes you think this sounds like a Duranguense where it's like fucking fast as fuck? Like I don't understand.
It'd be like that, bro.
It's crazy. Have you ever seen like the different ways that Mexicans dance, like as a couple?
Yeah,
That just trips me out.
I like the ones that are like, I guess they've been together enough that they know like each other's moves.
Their rhythms.
That's
and
pretty
shit?
cool.
Yeah.
Like I saw like Sal and Luz.
Uh-huh.
They have a distinct way of dancing boleros because they were dancing to Perfumes de Gardenia.
Oh, for real?
And I was like, that's different because they were doing like a half step. It was weird. It was really weird. But they were together. That was the point, Like they were like she knew what he was doing and he knew what to do, and it was like.
Because it makes me think like fuck, like how difficult it can be. Like if I was a girl at a club, I'm at OK Corral or I'm at 2001 or whatever, and you know how like I mean guys go there and girls go there like to dance, so like they just kind of wait on each other. It's like in the wild.
Yeah.
It's like you find your not mate, but like you find your person, you go up to them, you ask for their courtship, and then they allow you to take them, So it's like that in the baile. But I can see how like if they leave or whatever, and you go towards like the dance floor and stuff, you go and like they dance like real fucking weird or real like aggressive. Like you'd be like, whoa, like this shit's fucking weird. Because like sometimes I see how hard they go, and I'm like, damn, like I already know if I was a girl, like I would have no rhythm, bro. I'd be like, fucking, like they llevan way, like the guys, like they'll be twirling you and shit. I'm like, where'd you learn to do this, bro? Like,
I like doing that.
That's just hard. Like, I don't know how you do it.
I love to let them just like, I'm like,
and then there's like the different poses. There's like the guys that just have like the standard this, and then the guys that are like this, and then the ones that like they put them at their waist and shit. There's all these different ones. So I don't know.
Looks like they're doing like a. I don't know, it's got like a arm lock. And just like,
yeah, it looks like you're putting them in a submission hold.
Yeah,
like poor girls, like, ay, wey, ando todo tronchado. Damn.
Nah, but it was cool though.
No, but it was a good. We played, like I said, good time. People like enjoyed it, and that was our last gig of the night. We went home. We got home a little relatively early, and everybody got to go home. We're fine, and we get to do it again this week.
Hell yeah, boy.
Hell yeah. Let's get into Charro. Que laurel están. This person says, y'all got any tips for cleaning trajes? I used to be so scared because I never took my shit to get dry cleaned or anything like that. I never did that.
Bro?
I've never done that.
I used to.
What do you do now?
I fold it inside out and I throw a Tide Pod in there.
Yeah.
It's a chingo.
Yeah. I just put it. I just make sure it's inside out so that the gala doesn't get bad, I guess you could say. And then I just throw it into the wash. Le echo soap. I don't think le echo suavitel. If I do, maybe un chorrito nomás, like just to kind of give it some smells. But
Yeah.
that's it. But yeah, I've just lately, the last couple of years, that's all I've done. Just throw it into the wash. I mean, I don't even pay attention to the temperatures of the water. Do you? I
don't think for the tela that we have that matters. There's some tela that will shrink if if it's like cold.
Well, yeah, and then I just don't dry it. I don't put it in the dryer. I just let it air dry. Do you put it in the dryer? Oh,
sometimes.
You do?
It's inside out.
You're fucking wild, bro. No, I just let mine air dry. I just like kind of fold it and then I leave it like on a hanger and it just air dries.
El tendero.
Huh?
El tendero.
But yeah, that's how I clean mine. Which one's the question one?
Did y'all ever play sports in school?
Did you ever play sport? Oh, you played soccer
and cross country.
You ran? Were you good?
Yeah.
Were you good at cross country?
I was Mexican.
Well, you were really skinnier back then. Does that help? Being like Joanne, I remember he was.
Joanne was like first place most of the
time. But you said that he had like strength because like he was like muscular in places that.
Well, it's because he played a lot of.
Fortnite.
No, no, it's because you have a lot of types of playing, you know, and he was the type where like he took you on like directly, so that developed a lot of strength. He also worked out like in middle school, so like
he did.
Yeah.
Bro, in middle school, I was just doing stupid shit.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I was like, I had no time to work out.
We were all wondering, like, why is Johan so strong, bro? Like, well, does he have biceps?
What is he preparing for?
Yeah, like, we're like 12, but this guy has, like, the fucking vein just fucking popping.
Hell yeah. But that's cool. So you did cross country. No, the only sport I ever did was baseball. I love baseball. So I remember I got into it my junior year, or, like, I actually went to, like, tryouts and everything. I tried playing. Because I like it. I love baseball. So, and looking back, I was a little stupid. Like I didn't know as much as I do now. Like as far as like catching, hitting, and doing all that stuff. There's a big learning curve for me. But even then, I enjoyed it a lot. I fucking love baseball, and to this day, I still love to play.
Yeah, I do wish I kept sports all throughout my high school.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Mariachi takes up a big chunk of everything.
Yeah. I shouldn't have let it though. I should have like been like, hey, half and half, you know?
Yeah, I mean, my brother got really into soccer at the end of his like high school career, and like mariachi kind of hinders him because like it's such a big commitment. So I told him too. I was like, look, I mean, if you like soccer and you like doing it, I mean, keep doing it. You know, like find a way so that where you can still get to do it. I mean, at the end of the day, mariachi is like something that I think that should be something you want to do, not something that you're like forced to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you have other interests, I mean, every kid honestly has a shitload of interests, and I don't believe in like shutting down another person's interest because like I want to keep them in my program or stuff like that.
No, yeah.
Like
I wish I could have still done like sports and ROTC and.
Yeah, you were in that too. ROTC.
Those are fun, but I don't know. I was a kid, but anymore.
In ROTC, you had to cut your hair. Did you have to have nice hair? Like,
yeah, you can't look messy, and you have to shave.
It's funny because like my wife's brother isn't
in it.
Have you seen his hair?
He has like curly hair.
He has like the cut.
Are they making him cut it?
I think they told him that he has to.
Oh shit!
So I was like, because he got like the whole perm and everything, like to make it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had it like the last year or two.
Yeah.
But it's like I was like, because when she told me that, I was like, oh shit, like I've never seen a cut wearing a uniform, bro. So I'm like, they're gonna make him cut his hair.
I don't think they'll make him cut his hair.
I don't know.
It's more about your facial hair.
I don't know.
Because I mean, in high school is when you start growing all of this. So.
I'm like, really?
No, but like like you get little whiskers, so they're like, you can't have that.
Yeah,
I remember that was a big issue when I was there.
Yeah.
They were like, none of that, or like keep your uniform clean, or know when to where to put all the stuff.
Yeah,
but no pasa nada.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's cool. Extracurriculars, obviously, like do something you like, because you only get 4 years of it. After that, I mean, you really, unless you go to college and you do something there too, but do something you like. Confessions. I finally know what it feels like to get played by a caiman. Yeah, honestly, it's like a rite of passage. You kind of have to like, not something you want to happen, but it's gonna happen eventually. I think
be like that, bro.
When you're coming up, but the whole point is to learn from that experience and be like, nah, like, you know that this is a possibility. It happened to you. So now you have to do your best to avoid that. Whatever it is that you did to where you got paid that shitty rate, now you have to find a way for that to not happen again. Because, I mean, it's like I said, I feel like we've all gotten paid by a caiman at one point. So it's like you have to figure out how to avoid that for next time. Because it will continue to happen if you don't stop it.
Good luck, bro.
I'm like, yeah, con todo respeto. Good luck. And the last one, I marked my vihuela on purpose one time. I don't know what he means.
I think he scratched it.
On purpose? Because, I mean, when I read that, it reminded me of when I had my green vihuela. I used to get scratches every once in a while from, like, you know, it's scratching on the side of something, or maybe I hit it on something. So, like, mine was so green that if you got a green Sharpie, like just a regular green Sharpie, it fit the color exactly. So what I would do is I would just fill it in. I wouldn't take it to, you know, to get revarnished or repainted. I would literally just fill it in with Sharpie. So if you look at any of my vihuelas, like this one, for example, this one's a red one. It's got nicks every once in a while. And I have it marked con Sharpie. To this day, bro. To this day, I still put Sharpie on mine. Now, is it good? Is it a permanent fix? No. And if you look at it, will you see it? Yes. But from far away, no se ve nada. And it just makes it look like, you know, complete. Otherwise, you would see all the little scratches and shit. So, and it worked. It worked with the red one, not so much. But with the green one that I had, like, no se miraba. Like, you would actually.
What'd you do to it?
Fill it in. I sold it.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching.
That's it. I was gonna say that's pretty much it. That was episode 97, people. We appreciate you guys coming back for another episode of CharroBeans podcast. We appreciate the support on the last couple episodes. We've gotten a lot of views and a lot of listens, and we appreciate that. So come back next week, and we should be able to continue this episode. You get a brand new episode every week, every Tuesday, Wednesday-ish. So keep supporting, like, comment, subscribe, and come back to CharroBeans podcast, a Mariachi podcast.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Se cuidan.
Se cuidan.
Se bañan.
Se bañan. Do your homework like Victor. Good student. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
See you later. Oh!
Hola.